Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Challenge Accepted, and Shannon and I are taking you around the world. Yesterday I took you to Paris on my own, and today I have no idea where Shannon's going to land, but I'm landing via my granddaughter KatieBug in Austin, Texas. So I'm also doing the color blue in the Rainbow of Sketches by the lovely Lisa Sikorsky at Sikorsky Scraps, and it's an event that's being held at Scrap-A-Sketch. And so this is the sketch. It's got 3 strips of paper, a center photo cluster, and I'm using a frame from Simple Stories, Let's Go, and it has maps on it, and including right here, right around in here is Austin, where the girls are, and Houston is where she was stranded at the airport for a while before she found alternative ways to get to Austin. I'm going to, I've done a little pre-work, and I've decided I wanted to use this pre-made mixed media, but I don't think I can cover up. I'm interested in this part, not this part, and I don't think and by the way, when I was stamping, I had 3 of these, and when I was stamping the fake stitching, I messed up one of them, so I threw it away. So mine's only going to have 2 strips. So I think I'm just going to cut this off and mount it on my white background. Let's see if that is about half and half. So I will save this to use for something else. I love it. In fact, I like it better than this part. So I'm going to do this on here. Let me get, since I put my marks here to keep my page in view, I am having to reach a bit, and I'll try to see if I can somewhat disguise that seam. Okay, I'll figure something out, or I'll just go with it and accentuate the seam with that. Actually doesn't look too bad when I put it that way, but I have I have a stencil here that has lots of different things that I'm gonna add. Lots of different patterns, and I'm gonna go with these dots here. I'm gonna add in, because this blue is a little bit different from this kind of teal word travel. I want to bring that teal color in, so I'm just gonna do some splotches on there, and maybe some squigglies, and maybe some dots. Let's do the dots maybe up here. And maybe some more dots down here. Okay. And I'm going to add in some pinks. And I've got Kitsch Flamingo and Worn Lipstick. And I'm going to just put these in because one of the frames is pink. And I'm going to add some gold because one of the frames is gold. So I'm going to do a little bit of Kitsch Flamingo up in here. And I'm going to bring in some Worn Lipstick there too. And let's do some there. And I'll do some Kitsch Flamingo here. And I can probably do something up there. Maybe that's where I'll do the gold. So I think that may be all the pink I'm going to do. And I hope this, I didn't really test or try any of this. So what I've chosen to do for the golds or yellows, let me do this. And that's kind of a tough piece right there. My stencil is kind of coming apart on me there. I've got fossilized amber as well as mustard seed. Mustard seed is a brighter kind of yellow, and fossilized amber is probably closer to the gold. And let me do just a little sweep of this. Dots down here, and we'll see how that looks. If I do that, yeah, why not? I think it's gonna be okay. And by the time I get other things on, let's see, this is fossilized amber. I must have put the right cap on the right color. Let me get that stacked up. Okay, so now I'm going to add my strips. And in the original, they're kind of weighted over to the right. So I'm kind of going to do that. I've just taken a strip of a blue pattern paper from my Scrap Backwards kit, and I did a narrower strip of blue floral. And for some reason, well, you know, Texas is famous for its bluebonnets. This is not exactly the season for bluebonnets, but blue is kind of a color you associate with Texas. Let me get this kind of right on the seam. Right about there. And I think that helps these other colors sort of make sense. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I've also pulled some sequins in the colors that I like. I've pulled the pink ones and the kind of coppery starburst ones from Call Me Crafty, and the blue ones, a couple different blue ones from Sea Glass. And so I'll put those back away. I've got those, and those will go on at the end. I don't need to use my stitching washi tape, but I need some washi tape. So I have I've taken this, love, love, love this, and I thought I might put it here. I did the stitching washi tape, even though I don't need stitches. I've got my fake stitches there because it was the right size and the right color. And that is a chipboard strip from probably Color Study, maybe? Who knows? I have these two tags from Spectrum Sherbet that I thought would be perfect color-wise. Kind of right there. And I almost don't have to glue them because they kind of slide right into a little crevice there. Okay. And I have this, which is from Sweet Rush. That maybe could go I tell you what, let's just cut the clip off the bottom, and let's just kind of cut it like that, and I'll put a little bit of foam behind it and let it overlay that. And then I could probably use something. There we go. That works. I've got this bunch of flowers that has the pink and the gold and the blue in it. I'm going to get a little bit thicker foam, unless I really don't want it to go over the Texas part of the map. I tell you what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to cut that this way and put it there we go. And then I can do this one over on the other side. Yeah, that works. And this one I'll just have flat down on the background. And I'll curl it up a bit. Whoops, it's not, there's not enough stickiness. And these flowers are not so different. They're a few extra colors, but they're not so incompatible. And I keep pulling it up as I try to curl it. Should have curled it first, but that will work. And I have this bit of Texas flare that I thought could go there. This was a custom flare piece made by Adam for the well, you know what? I'm just going to put this over on the KatieBug side here, because I have a ladybug to go on it, and it's kind of a KatieBug in Texas sort of a thing. So I'll do that right there. And I have these other flare that are just in some of the perfect colors. This is the same color as these leaves. And so I thought I might try to work it in over close to there, but that's not gonna work. So I'm gonna kind of bend these up and scooch it in right there to kind of hold them up. And I have this blue kind of solid one, which I could use here because it really goes nicely with those darker blue flowers. Go there, and then I'll kind of go around that with some sequins. And then this is meant for right there where that color matches, or is that the case? I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use one of these Spiegelmom scraps, one of these adhesive circles that I got from Spiegelmom scraps. And I just peel the backing off and kind of get it on there, and it should lift the adhesive up off the page. It did. And this is some powerful adhesive. I mean, powerful. So I'm going to do that right there. Okay, that worked out perfectly for that. Put that there, and I'll add in some sequins. But first, let's go see if I have any other embellishments. I've got this little bowl of things. Do I need this word sunshine? That kind of fits right there. And I tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to staple it. I like that these colors kind of go so well with the Spectrum Sherbet. That's a Sweet Rush vellum, and I had cut apart the vellum, and that's the only one I hadn't used. So I'm glad I still have that. Okay, now let's see, what else do we have? I have this Sweet Moments. That's the wrong color scheme. I like the Enjoy Life, Eat Cake, but it's kind of the wrong pink. Cloud. What I need is something that'll go down here. I don't want to, you know, having a cloud and I've got the word sunshine over there might not make too much sense. There's Hello Sunshine. There's Hello My Name Is. Get out and try new things. But again, it's not something that could go down there. That's not a whole leaf. Some bluebells, a bird cage. You Are My Sunshine, pretty as a picture. And the colors kind of go. I like that. But do I want to tie it in with something else to make it kind of part of a cluster instead of just sitting there by itself? I should have saved a flare to kind of go in conjunction with that. Do I have something else? How about this little set of plus signs? Well, let me just use that as adhesive, actually. I'll put that right there. And then since she had so much trouble at the airport, I'm just going to put this little speech bubble right there on the flare. Since she had so much trouble at the airport, there's an airplane right here that might be cute. I could also do it right here, but I'm kind of thinking of making it a cluster with this down here. I'm going to do this and let it overlap the photo a little bit. And the pink matches perfectly because it's part of the same collection. And I have another little speech bubble here that could maybe go right there. And I don't think I have or need anything else. I have an arrow here, but I've already got an arrow going on there. Maybe I'm just kind of trying to put things on there now, right? And I need to stop it. I've got this ampersand, if I can figure out the right way to turn it, and see, I've been trying to figure out how to use this. Ampersand is good because I'm showing the girls together finally. And if I did that, it doesn't really, it's not a solid color underneath. So I'm going to skip it. And let's go with sequins. I wonder if that will read as washi tape, as real washi tape, or if I should add some there is a teal washi with a map on it. Is there some place I could use it maybe up here behind that? And I'm going to rip it so that it's just not a straight strip. Let me turn this around and see where I can put it. It would be nice if I could slide it under there, hold it down here, okay. That kind of works. And I've got this other piece that could slide under the frame right there next to this washi tape, and then I'll put some sequins there. Okay, so we are ready to go. I'm gonna put sequins here. I'm gonna put them in individually instead of pouring them on. And I can't explain to you why I decided to do it one way one time and another way another time. Because I want these close together, but I want to pick the colors. That's maybe the thing. I'm not going for that random look, but I do want the stacked or encrusted look, so I'm putting them really close together, and I'll add a little more glue in the empty spaces. There. And I'm going to kind of stack that one over that one. Kind of scooch that one in right there. And let me get a gold one, another gold there. And I have two more spots that need, spots of glue that need to be covered up. Well, three actually. There's that. And I want to be sure to have all the right colors left. I don't know where I'm going to do my other spot of sequins. Maybe this is bothering me because it kind of just looks like it's out there. Maybe I take the ladybug off and put it here. That doesn't really add much. I'm going to put it back. And let's do sequins. I'm going to put a few here by this flower, and then I'll do something up here, maybe around that washi tape. And I'm going to have to figure out which way is up here. And that's an almost flat sequin. Okay, gotta get a couple pinks in here. There. Now I'm going to turn this around, and I'm going to put my pin in there, and I'm going to just kind of group some along here with the border of the washi tape and kind of around this flare. That's my latest favorite thing to do, is kind of do a crusting of sequins around flare. It just kind of seems to set them off nicely. There, and I'm going to do a little blue one. Here's where I maybe could go ahead and pour, because I have few enough left. I could just push them into place. Kind of right in. And my goal is not to have any to pour off. And I've pretty much covered up the washi tape, which I didn't want to do. So I'll just take a close-up of it when I submit my points for the Mind the Scrap Challenge. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm gonna bring it back around. It's it looks very different from what I thought it would, and I do think it still qualifies as a blue page for Lisa's challenge, and it certainly is a travel page. And I think there was a there was something on here. Okay, this having fun, that might work somewhere there by the map. And this today can work up here on that flare. And yes, works for right there. And do I have anything that I can put here that that's kind of a neutral flower and a neutral image, but it isn't, it doesn't add anything. It kind of encloses this, and if I use the word this there, it makes that something of a cluster. And add that little sticker that says yes, and this one says noted, and that can go right there, a little bit off kilter. Okay, I'm finished decorating it now. I did have some other little bits, but I think I like it the way it is. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next Thursday for Challenge Accepted. And I think we'll still be on the, let's see, what will we still be on the Around the World trip? What is the date? Probably not. No, we may be into Scrap Timber then. So isn't that going to be fun? So I guess I need to get caught up. Shannon's probably got all of her September layouts done already, and I wish I were that good. So bye. See you next week.